Political cartoonist Pat Oliphant is best known for his satirical portraits of Washington's most powerful figures. Now, a new exhibit called Leadership, Oliphant Cartoons and Sculpture from the Bush Years is putting the full range of his talent on display. Adrian Jamison is director of Stanford University's Stanford in Washington program, which is hosting the exhibit.
I think Pat Oliphant, like a handful of other great political cartoonists in this country and elsewhere, is an equal opportunity satirist. I've always found it very interesting that you can talk to folks in either party at the full range of the ideological spectrum, and they will all tell you that they admire his work, even if they have been the subject sometimes of his satire.
The exhibit features everything from notebook sketches to wall murals and even sculpture, like this bronze sculpture of former U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld. But it is his political cartoons that have made Oliphant famous.
It gives this sense that the vice president is in charge and that the president is himself, in a sense, almost like a younger son or child in his relationship to the vice president.
Jameson says that far from being offended, most politicians welcome the attention.
If you are somebody who's been depicted by Oliphant, either in one of his cartoons or sculptures or one of the wonderful large panels in this exhibit, you know in some sense that you have made it. You are on the radar screen in the Washington community.
Each cartoon offers a distinct political insight on U.S. policy. And that is also true of another exhibit now on display at Washington's National Portrait Gallery. These original drawings by the cartoonist known as Herbert Block span 7 decades of American history, sketching out the sometimes inflated egos of presidents, from Franklin Roosevelt to Bill Clinton. Curator Sid Hart says Herbert Block was consistently respectful of the office of president, if not always the occupant.
Block is in that long tradition of cartoonists who poke fun at government officials, are critical of government officials if they feel that they're doing something wrong or not doing what they ought to do.
In fact, he says, Herbert Block felt it was his duty to point out the personal shortcomings of America's most powerful political figures. For producer George Dwyer, Jim Burtell, VOA News.